Hi cigars and whiskey mates, and welcome to my channel. In this video, we are going to leave the US and head over to Prague, the capital of the Czech Republic. One of the best cities I've ever visited in Europe, but that's for another video. I visited a couple of cigar bars, and the one I wanted to cover in today's video is Cohiba Atmosphere. Before getting into the review, I want to mention something about the location of Cohiba Atmosphere, because the location is not part of the review or of the criteria that we use for the rating, so I want to mention it before we dig into the review for the Cohiba Atmosphere. So the cigar bar is on the second floor of a Cuban restaurant where they serve authentic Cuban food. They have music and live performances on the weekends as well. Moving right on to our 7-point review. So, starting with the cigars as usual, Cohiba Atmosphere has a walk-in humidor that's relatively small. You cannot go inside by yourself. You have to be accompanied by one of their staff, and they have the prices listed on the boxes in the local currency. The variety is not that great. They have only Cuban cigars. There is no New World cigars, and as I mentioned, they don't have a lot, so it's very limited quantities. Second, moving over to the drinks. They have a very nice bar that has a lot of drinks, whether it's Scotch, Japanese whiskey, Irish, cognacs, tequilas, Cuban rum. So their bar is amazing. I really enjoyed it. Ordered a couple of drinks there. I also had the Martel Cohiba cognac, which is, I never tried it before, or never seen it actually in the US before. It was a bit expensive, but the bottle itself is expensive. It was really nice. So I really enjoyed the drinks over there. Also, the menu, they have a menu, and the menu covers their cigars. So they list their cigars they have, and also they list the drinks, and the menu is up to date. So like most of the stuff I asked for were available, except for some of my friends that went with me asked for some cocktails that they didn't have, but it wasn't a big deal. Third, we move to customer service. So staff is very knowledgeable about their drinks and cigars. They're very attentive. There were a lot of times where I was left alone, like there was no one around, maybe for, I would say, 10-15 minutes that there were nobody there. But I didn't need anything at the time, but maybe they were short-staffed. But as far as, ordering, as far as the knowledge about the drinks, the cigars, the customer service was really good. Moving on to the layout. So they have plenty of seating at the bar, and they also have a lot of tables. It's an indoor only. It's not very spacious as some of the other places, but it has enough seating areas to accommodate large and small groups as well. Seating layout is very nice, spread out. Their tables are not so close together. So I, enjoyed all the times I've been there, and I didn't feel like the place was crowded. Moving on to the atmosphere. So it's a quite luxurious atmosphere with dimmed lighting. The music is not that high, the volume of the music is not that high. Customers over there seem to be a kind of older gentlemen and ladies. And also, one time I went there, as I mentioned, like about 4 times. And one of the times I went there, you get, of course, like an influx of some tourists that are, well, like me. So I was a tourist as well. But tourists who are just coming to check the place out. They want to see what's there. They want to, order a cocktail at the bar, and kind of, they were kind of loud and all over the place. And so, but the staff was able to kind of control the situation and address, the situation really quickly. So that was a great thing as well. Then moving on to pricing. So for the drinks and the cigars, the prices was really good, and that's across Prague in general. So except for La Casa del Habano, which is, I went over that in a different video about their prices and everything. But cigar bars, cigar lounges, even cigar shops, the prices of cigars were really cheap all across Prague. Drinks also was cheap at Cohiba Atmosphere, so the pricing was really great. Lastly, cleanliness. So the place was very clean, really nice. The staff would actually very attentive to replacing ashtrays frequently, making sure if there's something like some ashes that's on the table, to just clean it quickly. The place was very clean and air quality was really good. So as I mentioned, this is an indoor only, so I didn't notice any issues with the smoke or hanging around, so the air circulation was really good as well. So that covers our 7 points review. A couple of things I want to mention. So if you're going there to Cohiba Atmosphere, make sure to bring a lighter with you if you're going to have a cigar there. The place don't offer lighters, so they don't have lighters. They offer you matches. So if you're okay lighting your cigar with a match, you should be fine. If not, make sure to take a lighter with you. Moving on to the scoring. So for Cohiba Atmosphere, Prague, Czech Republic, the score is B-. The areas where they lost some of the points, majority of the points they lost were on the cigars. So the humidor, the walk-in humidor is not that big. The variety of cigars, they don't have a lot of variety in the store. Also, there's no freedom for you to go in and pick the cigars you want. You have to wait for somebody to go in with you. So they have a lot of restrictions when it comes to the cigars. And then the second is that they don't have an outdoor seating. If you've ever been to Cohiba Atmosphere in Prague, let me know in the comments below what was your experience there. How did you like it? Do you agree or disagree with the rating? I'm looking forward to seeing the comments. Thank you very much for watching.